monsters in there too. And I'm going to rim the glass with spicy Doritos.
Oh!
No, don't hate yourself with the Baja Blast. Don't do it. don't do it.
I've already drank the hard Baja Blast. It's a drink.
I didn't know they had
It's
hard
liquid.
monster.
There's hard Mountain Dews. I know those because one of my girlfriend's friends wanted them, and he couldn't find them in Washington, and so we had them here like everywhere. So she brought like a case of it up to Seattle for him.
The important thing to understand about the hard Mountain Dews as well as the hard monsters is that they didn't want to pull a Four Loko and mix caffeine and energy stuff in with booze.
Makes sense.
So instead, it's basically a hard seltzer that they tried to make taste kind of like what it's based on.
Oh. Ooh.
And in some cases, like the regular hard monster tastes like regular monster, which is fucking disgusting. I do not like the taste of, like, it just tastes like tooth rot.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But some of them have, like, there's a peach hard monster that's actually really good.
Nice. I haven't tried the hard monsters, and I only have like 2 monster flavors that are like my go-to. It's the Pipeline Punch and the Pacific Punch. Both are quite good. One tastes exactly like Hawaiian Punch.
Ah, yes.
I actually have like 2 fucking cases in my closet because of previous sponsorship stuff.
I like the they're called Strong Zero. Well, they're called Strong Zeros in Japan. Suntory makes them, but they're minus 196s. They're like they come like lemon, grapefruit, and another flavor I can't think of. But they're really good, and they're like vodka based, like a High Noon kinda. They're fucking really good.
Yeah, they tasty. While I was away, I did get a variety pack of the hard Mountain Dews. And I was able to taste the 4 flavors, and I now have them ranked. I would not subject anyone to Baja.
I remember talking with you about it, and you were like, very questionable on the quality of the Baja Blast.
Citric acid does wonders for those drinks, so the baseline and the live wire are great.
Yeah. Livewire is really good.
Yeah, I would put that at number 1.
Livewire and me have this weird relationship because I have a very core defining moment memory drinking Livewire when it first came out in like the early 2000s.
Sam?
I don't think I've ever tried LimeWire. Or Livewire.
LimeWire was, how you gave your computer AIDS, but you got all the cool downloads.
Yeah, lincolnpark.mp3.exe. Yeah.
I've got a virus.
It's called hybrid theory.
All right, everybody. Strap in, sit down, have snacks ready. Let's game it out. Welcome back to where did I go? Where's my avatar? Hello, Mons? Apparently, I have disappeared.
The avatar waited so long for the game to start, it died, and we need a new one.
One moment. Apparently, I have to fix myself.
Also, I didn't know this until I got that case, but apparently there is a watermelon Mountain Dew, or they made that purely for the hard Mountain Dew, and I'm not sure which way it goes.
That one was also, I thought that was pretty decent.
It was alright. It was better than Baja.
Yeah.
I would say that.
The Baja Blast one does not taste like Baja Blast.
No.
I found myself. All right. Let's get started.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, hooray!
I thought your spiritual journey isn't for another couple weeks.
Apparently my spiritual journeys only take 10 seconds.
Healing journey complete. Welcome.
Ayahuasca is a hell of a drug.
Oh.
Are you the starting quarterback for the Steelers?
All right. Previously on Arctis, you all have taken a desert skiff through the terrible environment of the plane of Earth and led by a elder Pech Stonemaster, has led you through the twisting desert canyons, down ever so close to the plane of fire, where, at the borders of the plane of earth and the plane of fire, the place called the Furnaces, where the Tao have taken their pure elemental ores that their servants have mined from the earth, and smelted down into pure elemental ingots. But now, because of Grabella's grandfather's dealings, Razadul Ironvein has corrupted the Furnaces, and now they are taken over by the Nine Hells. You have learned from the Pecks inside the Furnaces that the Furnaces have now been forging soul coins for infernal dealings through the Nine Hells. You've encountered soul coins before. They are exactly as their name might imply, forged little pieces of metal that have souls contained inside. And demons love to use them in their infernal dealings. But without access to the Furnaces, the Tao can no longer smelt their ores, and they can no longer trade within the City of Brass. Your ultimate goal is to bring all of the genies back to the City of Brass, reopen it up, and procure the venom of Tiamat, so you can cure the slow. But this is the first step of a few, and hopefully you can cleanse the corruption that is in the Furnaces, restore the Tao to their proper working order, and maybe, just maybe, if you so desire, bring honor back to Razadul Ironvein's name. But that is yet to be seen, and Grabella seems to have a keen dislike, if not hatred, for what her grandfather had done, and due to the wishes of her mother, does not remember anything happened in a previous life. Hopefully the Furnaces will have more answers than more questions. As for Wangdoodle, Wangdoodle, you have rejoined the party. In the first long hallway of the Furnaces, the party encountered an automata devil, a large construct made of sinew and gears, with a caved-in stomach that was made for grinding flesh and bone. Slop. After you defeated the automata devil, you were faced with two ballistas manned by mischievous dust mephits. But after invoking the names of the dream mephits that you encountered in the Great Ice Library, the dust mephits now regard you with, well, as much respect as a mephit could probably offer. They have told you that within the Furnaces, there are two separate areas. This northern part is being run by a demon called Inarinyids. You don't know much about these creatures, but you do know they lord over the enslaved Pech with an iron fist. And they also have audience with the corrupted Tao that are now turned against their own brethren, and now serve the demons that have taken over the Furnaces. They warn you of the dangers that are across the bridge on the southern part of the Furnaces, where the demons now fully reside over the corrupted forges. The Pech and the Elder Pech have beseeched you for your help. Free them from their servitude, at least from the demons and the Tao, and in return, they will help you as they can. You are now currently in one of the hallways of the northern parts of the Furnaces. You have opened a door that was previously locked by a key that you found on the automata devil. And inside the dilapidated room, Rain has stepped in and found two Pech Stone Masters who have been confined to their quarters. It is here that they warned you of the the demon Arinyes of the northern part of the Furnaces. And although they are too small and weak to help currently, thank you for your promise to assist them. Let us return now to the furnaces. As the rest of the party waits in the hallway, Rain has stepped into the small, cramped room where two Pechs now sit curled up on thinly blanketed and makeshift beds. The room is serviceable, but still rather barren. They've told you that the adjacent rooms, both to the west and east, still house a significant number of Pech. They are also very hesitant to due to the presence of the corrupt Tao and the demon. You may resume your journey as you sit in the hot and nigh airless corridors of the furnaces as warm air blows past you. You can feel it coming from the south, especially Kozlo. At the end of the long hallway that goes down to the south, you feel this blast of abnormally hot air, sweltering, causes you to chap up slightly. Rain, you are standing in the room with the younger Pech Stonemaster, as you have very recently exchanged pleasantries. But now there are more Pech to deal with, more Pech to free. What do you do? Bless you. you are blessed. 1d4 to your next roll.
Why is it the session I had to miss also happened to be the Malort double shot episode? Why is this? Why do you hate me like this?
What? My God.
Someone's asking you to get mocked. That's all I'm saying.
So we've established that the Pech don't want to leave unless we deal with the Arrhenius and the Tao. Is that
Correct.
did I understand that correctly?
If they see the Pech wandering the halls and not being confined to their chambers, they fear that they will be punished severely, if not outright killed.
So she would be this direction then, just like this hallway to the north?
Yes, all of the corridors. You'll find the large receiving chambers past another set of ballista.
Is anybody manning the ballista?
Last I saw, a gaggle of mischievous mephits were hovering about it.
Oh, no, we met those mephits.
No, there are second ballistas and additional mephits.
Oh, so we can make more mephit friends.
If that is your sole desire, he lifts a eyebrow inquisitively. Why would anybody want to make friends with mephits?
Don't ask. It's our brand.
I see. You have curious bedfellows.
I think, I don't know if I would say they are bedfellows, but it's a little forward.
He clears his throat. In addition, the Arrhenius will be notified if the Pech leave the confines of the furnaces, as all of us slaves have been branded. He turns away from you and moves the scarf that is hanging around his neck. On the back of his stone-like neck, you would expect to see perhaps a melted-in hot iron rod, like a brand. But it looks like, just due to the Pech's stone-like nature, there's a rune that has been carved and chipped away into his flesh.
And she gave you that, the mistress?
He nods. The mistress serves those mint the soul coins to the south. But she is in charge of the Pech's comings and goings, our perpetual mining or...
So murdering her, you would all be free to flee.
She would no longer be notified if we were to leave the confines of the furnaces, if she is re-banished to the Nine Hells. He spits on the ground.
Alright, well, what do you all think? I'm gonna go beat up this mistress person, show her what for, free the Pech.
Oh, what's another coup?
Just be warned. The purpose of the mistress here in the northern parts of the furnaces is to receive any of the news from the corrupted Tao that now serve the Hells. I do not know if she is with audience today or not, but be wary.
I'll be honest, I'm not overly concerned. But thank you for your warning regardless.
Confidence is comforting.
Alright, well, just hang tight here. We'll let you know when the deed is done. Well, I guess you might actually just find out yourself.
He nods. May the winds blow in your favor, and may the ground be sturdy.
Yeah, you too. Right back at you, buddy. I'll just shut this for you, so it doesn't look like you were breaking curfew or anything.
He nods.
Alright. So apparently if we go to the east, we'll be able to free the Pech.
Me alright?
Seem like a plan? There's another malort of mephits, though, that will need to be negotiated with. Who wants to negotiate with these ones? C-Swab?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay. You wanna lead?
Yeah, we're, which way we going?
We're going east.
We're going east. Alright, well, this Cannon and Grabella and Wayne Doodle all have to move.
Wang Doodle takes the moment to look upward at most of you. Yeah, let me get out of your way.
A filthy
I'm ready.
pool of stagnant water is here in the opening of the corridor. Almost entirely caked, sloshing mud. It doesn't look like it's healthy to drink.
Can I check to see if I would know anything about this water?
Absolutely, and make me an Arcana check. You're fairly confident that the Pech don't drink water. This might be for some other purpose, just due to how filthy it is. Maybe it's for washing the tools.
Alright, and the mephits were down or up?
Nope, they're to the east. So if you come right up here, we'll just come up to the T-junction there, right above Grabella. You'll see them directly to the east.
Ah,
They've got their ballista turned the opposite direction from us, though, so that's probably a good start.
so C-Swab wants to do the, like, he wants to, like, walk up to the mephits, and it's like in the office when Angela comes up behind Dwight and he goes, ah, fuck. So I like to approach the mephit to be like, what's up? But I would like to approach, like, quietly.
Make me a stealth check. Quietly. Sure. One moment.
Jingle jangle of my stuff on me.
You do not even beat the mephit's passive perception, and as you begin walking down the hall, the one that you immediately see with the ballista that is not turned towards you, strangely enough, flips in your direction and points an accusing finger at you. Hey! You there! Do you have a reservation?
Yes. And C-Swab's gonna point right back at it in the same exact manner.
He points again a little firmer now.
And what is your business with the mistress?
We were here to talk about our Lord and Savior, Queen Rain. Also, while still pointing, Seesaw is maintaining a point that matches his point this entire time.
I do not recall any emissaries from the plane of air to be arriving today. Were we expect...
Flies off the map.
Were we expecting any emissaries from the plane of air? Namely, a bird?
So Seesaw's he's gonna enter the junction as they're talking and just be like, also, your cousins, Disaster and Fall It and Death It, all say what's up. We were just hanging out with them not too long ago.
What?
They seem a little bit taken aback as you mention the names of the dream mephits.
Oh, yes. You will unfortunately have to wait in line. The mistress is currently with audience.
Oh shit, who is it?
Merely another Dow here to beseech her for her blessings. Other than that, her business is her own.
Oh yeah, it was because we were hanging out with the Dream Mephits, and then we just saw we saw your homies dust it, dirt it, ground it, earth it, shake it.
And Patrick.
And Patrick, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Peter.
Peter. AKA Pounded.
Ah, and what did they say? On
We were
second thought, why am I asking you? I should just go ask them myself. Brothers, watch
go for it.
these cretins.
Yo, can we sit down there? We'll hang out. Like, I don't mind hanging out. I'll hang out. I'll wait in the waiting chair.
The mephit soars above your head, leaving a significant amount of dust in their wake.
Ah. Duck, cretins. A true demon is coming through.
I mean, you're kind of on guard duty, but whatever.
They
Nice.
better be alive and well.
He throws open the door.
Cousins?
So, Seesaw's just gonna come to kick with these Memphis. What's going on over here, guys? What's your guys' names?
They, you hear down the hall.
Oh, hello, cousin. What is it you wish? Aren't you supposed to be manning the upper lister? Yes, there seem to be a cadre of emissaries, presumably from the plane of air, given the amount of feathers I see. No. Not from the plane of air. They're here to deal. Mistress. Oh, you mean deal with? No, I mean deal.
Take care of.
Ah, see. Should we be taking our leave then? No. No. For some reason, I feel confident enough that they can deal with the mistress. So they are useful. You, cousin? Well, you did not slay any of my brethren.
Yeah, why would we?
Oh, gee, I don't know, random interloper? However, if you do wish an audience with Chris, I suggest you wait just until the Dow leaves. Or you can bust in there with feathers flying and proclaim your whatever it is, your deals or bartering, whatever brings you here to the furnaces. You don't look like proper demons to me.
Nah, we kill demons.
Then you are in a particularly dangerous place. Besides, if the mistress does not like any of the deals that you have made,
He pats the ballista next to him.
then old pointy here will take care of the rest. Right, brothers?
The mephits giggle mischievously.
Seaswap's gonna be more like annoyed because he's gonna do like the full Walter White, like I am the danger speech, but it'll be like, I come here telling you that we talked with your cousins in the dream and we defeated Vanix, and you think that we're in danger?
Ah, a bold claim, O slayers of Vanix. But my cousins think you speak the truth, and I have no reason to disbelieve them. What, if you dare to say, is your purpose here, small emissary?
The irony is not lost on you, Sea Swab. The mephit is like a quarter of your size.
We're here to take care of the mistress, free the Pech.
All of the mephits begin to giggle and chortle in unison.
You are going to clear the Erinyes. You are going to get the ire of the entire furnaces. Nevertheless, the 9 hells upon your back. Is that your desire, then? Death?
I mean, if we have to bring death to some people, yeah, I don't understand what the problem is.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, they're not people. Very
Like
well.
we got shooters everywhere. You know who Azrael is?
I am
What's
afraid
the
the
fire
name
now?
is not familiar to me.
What was the name of the fire guy that Azrael defeated?
Novus?
Novus, yeah. Novus, you know that guy? Our guy beat his ass.
He spits on the ground. It becomes a cloud of dust that leaves his mouth.
A pox, water upon Novus's name.
Yeah, our guy, or our person, one of us took care of him, okay? One of us. Pointing at Sea Swab and like the rest of the crew, like, we took care of that.
Took care of? I do like the implication of that. Huh? Ah, what's this?
Kill
This is
her.
Rebella.
Small
Rebella
bow.
likes to smash people's faces in.
No. Small dragon.
He squints.
A curious group that you have brought with you, O feathered emissary. Very well, we will not fill you with arrows if you wish to walk down the hall towards the Erinyes chamber.
He points to the east. You have garnered the respect of our cousins, and, well, if you claim to be slayers of Vanix, the respect of us as well.
Do I have anything that was taken from Vanix? Not the curator's monocle.
No, I think we discussed this last time. The only thing we
Yeah.
have is like Kozlo stealing part of his soul.
Yeah, Kozlo
Okay.
does have that, but the other things, the essences, were absorbed back into the books.
Okay.
I look forward to the wanton bloodshed that is sure to follow.
Huh.
Heh, let me get a look at you.
So she's gonna be like, hey, so do we want to do the mistress? And this is gonna be over like the dreaming, the mistress and the Tao, or do we want to wait for the Tao to leave and just talk to the mistress?
Well, there actually is an interesting idea here. If we hang out and we catch glimpse of whoever this corrupted Tao is, we could potentially use that as additional leverage when dealing with the... What is the big chief ruler overlord?
He's referred to as the Great Khan. It's a long and
Yeah.
flowery name.
The great poobah of this place.
Jimmy.
We could use that as leverage to establish some kind of rapport by outing the corrupted Tao, because if he imprisoned Razadul for losing the furnace demon, surely he's not keen on other Tao consorting with them in the furnace, right? Presumably.
Makes sense.
Is this
to
thing
me.
on? Oh, okay, there we are, Wang Doodle.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was distracted. I don't know how secure those locks are on those spools for the ballista, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that corrupted down may be a problem.
So maybe we hang out, out of the way, let that meeting conclude, and then we just use that as additional information, leverage for later.
What? Do we have anything that could just kind of like be eyes, ears, and memory of anything that it could possibly that goes on?
I don't know what you're asking.
Well, I mean the wait. Is the Tao meeting with the mistress? There was a lot of information. I got kind of confused.
Yes, there's apparently a Tao already in there, one of the corrupted Tao with her.
Well, I'm kind of curious what kind of conversations going on. I mean, if we are going forward with this idea of creating a power vacuum down here, if we're talking leverage, it'd be really nice to know about the conversations behind closed doors. Yeah.
And by power vacuum, you mean just murdering everybody here, right?
Well, at least those in power, yeah.
Well, sure. So sorry, are we saying we're standing aside and we're just going to spy for a bit, or what?
I do feel like if we go in there now, it's going to be a guns blazing type situation, whereas, and then it becomes 2 versus us. Whereas if we wait, we gather information, we go in, and then it's not so much guns blazing, but also maybe like we're only dealing with one mistress as opposed to a mistress and a corrupted Tao.
I think it's gun blazing no matter what we do, but I do agree that not having to fight the corrupted Tao is probably technically in the win column. Especially if we think that we can just rat them out to the Great Khan and he'll just deal with them anyway. So I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with it.
All I'm saying is I don't think we go in and negotiate with the Arenias in any particular way. I think we just kill her. Not particularly interested in what she has to say.
Yeah, then we just hang out here.
Do you think our spider friend could, sneak into that room at all?
If our spider friend could spy.
Yeah, we can probably do it.
Oh, good. All right.
Is the room down at the end of the hallway? I was stuck in the hallway. I didn't see.
Yes, the mephits have been pointing to the very large set of double doors at the end of this grand hallway, at least in reference to where the mistress is.
The doors downrange, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just in case you need to murder everyone who was visiting with the mistress.
Just in case you didn't like any deals come of their talks. Handle it the traditional way, with violence.
So what's in the big door to the south then?
The
Little
mephits
meth-
give
homies.
each other nervous glances.
That leads to the other part of the furnaces. There's a great bridge that spans the chasm where the demons have been crawling their way up the 9 hells.
Oh, perfect. So that's where we'll go next.
All
All right,
Why
sounds
do...
great.
Wait.
Oh, you didn't think we were just here to deal with the mistress, did you?
But the bridge is guarded. There are earth elemental myrmidons that guard the bridge.
So?
So, if one of them gets a good hold on you and chucks you into the depths, you'll never be seen again, except for perhaps your flighty friend there. I'm not sure if the feathers are serviceable, but...
I think most everybody here can fly to some degree, and if they can't, I can always just turn them into a very large bird.
Flying? Without wings? He flutters his dusty wings and creates a small, putrid dust cloud around him. Well, not the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Did you miss the whole part where Grabella explained that she's actually a dragon?
Yes, I did kind of gloss over that. Ow!
Oh!
The thing?
No!
Or did I miss?
Wow! Why would we do this?
Did you punch a mephit?
Oh, I didn't. I have myself targeted, so I don't know why it punched. Am I on a method? That's what I was trying to do.
Oh goodness.
Grabella will flap her wings once, with a large gust, kind of making the mephits like fly around the general vicinity.
The mephits fly back a little bit as they are buffeted by your wings. The rest of the dust that they have been kind of sprinkling all over the area, too, goes in a cloud down the hall. Look at those. They are dragon wings.
Yeah.
Well, it's not every day we have a real dragon down here in the plane of Earth. Are you sure you haven't come to make a deal?
But why would a dragon make a deal?
With the demons? Why, for more power, more greed, more influence. You know, more. I've heard that the dragons tend to be greedy. Is it true you have hordes?
Yeah, but you know what I collect?
Well, what?
Kobolds and mephits and people, so I have an empire, and therefore just everybody gets stuff for me.
A dragon of great renown. Truly, if you wish to impress the mistress, that type of resume could go far.
I think there's other parts about my resume that might not make that work out so much.
Yeah. Well, as with most resumes, you just gloss up the good parts and omit the bad ones.
Oh yeah, like being related to the person everybody hates here. Yeah.
The mephits give each other a sidelong glance. Oh, and who would that be? Oh, powerful dragon. Not every day we have dragons with relations. Yes, tell us. We are so curious.
That seems maybe a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. Trying to, stay a little undercover here. In fact, I'm gonna put these away.
Did that hit somebody again?
I think it might just be like whatever the animation is. You can
Okay.
like you can right click the buff and then just click disable, and then it'll put it in the,
Okay.
and then you can just
Weird.
enable it that way again. So if you can click yourself and then you go up to the top right where the dragon wings are, you just right click that and then hit.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, and then you can just enable it the same way. That'll be the easiest.
Oh, okay.
Is Grabella wearing her dragon mask?
I don't remember her taking it off.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Okay.
taken it off.
So technically Grabella's identity is incognito right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Ah, well, yes, keep your secret.
After we kill all these people, baby, I'll tell you.
I do like a good bit of anticipation.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest if you don't wish to get the ire of the Tao, make yourself scarce. She will most likely be coming from that door directly to the east.
Then which way is she gonna go? She gonna go south or north?
Yeah, if
They glance at each other.
the Tao have the ability to shift through the earth, particularly unhewn earth. The ground to the south before the bridge is just that. Dirt. Glorious, dry, dusty dirt. My favorite. If she gets her feet upon that ground, she can merely sink into it and bugger off. But otherwise, she cannot do so on such hewn tile. She will be coming from the east, and open the door to the south, and then make herself scarce.
While all this is going on, by the way, Phase Spider is attempting to find a way to, like a crack or something, to slip through to get through that door.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Phase Spider, make me a stealth check with advantage.
I don't know if I have pulled out the Phase Spider correctly, or does it just use my own rolls? I don't know.
Phase Spider actually will use its own stat block.
I may have pulled this out incorrectly because it has no stats.
Oh, let me. Boop. I'm gonna delete him.
When
He's
I
in your.
tried to drag it out from my thing, it was like, "What kind of thing do you want to spawn this as?" I was like, "The character, I guess."
Delete that one. Take a look. This Phase Spider should have stats.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there we go. It'll be in your
Alright.
player companions.
Yeah, that's where I pulled it from. It was just weird.
Oh, weird. Okay.
You said a stealth check with advantage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to roll
Holy-
the other one.
Yeah, probably unnecessary. Probably unnecessary. I mean,
What happens
can
if you
just-
get two
just to
20s?
see.
I don't know. I was curious. That's why I rolled it.
Giga invisibility. The Phase Spider.
Fucking
is-
invisible.
The Phase
One
Spider is
with the
capable
earth.
of giving the Dow a bite and killing it. One shot.
Due to the dust mephits, dust collection, and Grabella unfurling her wings, a great cloud of dust has rolled down the hallway and has coated the Phase Spider with a light coating of just fine, light orange dust. It makes him, or her, blend in perfectly with their surroundings. Phase Spider Chan. There's a crack underneath the door that you can wiggle your bulbous butt right under. You wish to do so.
Yes.
Phase Spider squeezes underneath the door. A perfect blend of camouflage. More like a trapdoor spider than a Phase Spider right now. Phase Spider Chan. And the other, can you see through the Phase Spider's eyes?
Yes, I can.
Great. You can see the room beyond. This seems to be some sort of, perhaps once a meeting chamber or even a chamber where royalty sat, presumably to look over the furnaces. Large pillars sit on both the north and the south side of the room, yet there's a significant amount of rubble that has come from the ceilings above. The furnaces look like they are a bit dilapidated spots, and the entire room is covered in a thin layer of both soot and dust. A large brazier is in the center of the room, and Phase Spider Chan, since you can easily climb up walls, you see over the lip of the iron edge of the brazier appears that it is entirely full of bones. Humanoid bones. Bones that are burning eternal fire. Aside from a couple banquet tables that look like they have long been disused. A great tall dhow stands before an Erinyes. The dhow is approximately about 10 feet in height and bedecked in gold and jewels, showing their status among the Tao. At their back is a great warhammer that is taller than all of the members of your party combined, and the head of it almost sweeps the floor as the Tao walks. The Erinyes is lounged upon a throne at the far eastern part of the room. It appears to be a beautiful feminine humanoid clad in dark black armor, and great feathered red wings sprout from her back. The way she is lounged upon the throne, with both legs swung over an arm, her back to the other arm, she looks very casual or at ease, perhaps even dismissive or disrespecting Tao that is standing before her. At her hip is a coiled length of rope that glows very faintly with a faint blue aura. At her other hip is a sharply bladed longsword with a jet black hilt and blade. She is, to be quite frank, abnormally beautiful, as her red hair courses down her back in long, cascading curls. Excuse me. Sorry. My throat is actually killing me. Her skin is pale and perfect, without a single mark upon it. Almost looks angelic if it weren't for the foreboding dark armor she's currently wearing. As Phase Spider sits in the room, the two are in a heated argument, but the Erinyes is dismissive and occasionally laughing at the Tao, as the Tao's hands curl into fists, tremble at her side. And what of the latest shipment? The Tao says. We have given you all of the ore we could possibly procure in the time frame you have given us. It's still not enough, the Erinyes says. You're going to have to double it. Double the amount of work. The Nine Hells' hunger is... We must mint more soul coins, and that means we need more elemental ore from the precious Tao. I don't care what it costs. I don't care how many Pech die in the process. Find more slaves, crack your whips, and get to it. Lest you want the minions of the Nine Hells crawling out of the furnaces and laying siege to your precious city of jewels. I hear it is beautiful, radiant, even sparkling. Why, do we think we could place a soul inside a beautiful gem? The Tao seems incensed by this.
Can I, real quick, because Kozlo can see and listen through the Phase Spider's eyes and whatever they have that passes for ears.
Yeah.
Can I, while I'm seeing all this, kind of relay it over the bond to the others?
Yeah, absolutely. You can take a moment now to relay what you have heard.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like commentator style, like explaining what's going on and trying to pass along visuals as best I can, but it's Kozlo, so like the Erinyes is going to be like 7 times hotter and the Tao is going to look like ook Tao.
So Seaswab will definitely like flash to Rain and Kozlo the soul coins that he has, like, huh? I think they're talking about these soul coins.
Probably. That's kind of the currency of the Hells as we understand it, right?
The Tao continues.
How much ore could you possibly need? The coins are tiny. And besides, don't you need souls in order to mint them?
Don't come here and presume you know about everything that happens in the Nine Hells, or even how these soul coins are minted. Besides, you're not particularly useful to me as a soulless entity. You have one purpose. Bring me your ore and be silent. If you can't do that, then, well, frankly, you're useless. If I don't receive my shipment within, say, the next 5 eves, then we will send a regiment directly to the City of Jewels, and we will procure everything that we need ourselves. The Tao continuing to be incensed, visibly shaking this as the phase spider watches.
You would bring the Nine Hells to the footsteps of the genies. You truly seek true death.
Is that a threat?
Promise.
Very well. I tire of this banter. You know what you need to do. Bring me the ore, or else we will show up at your door. Turning quickly and slamming her hand upon the table, she splits it into the wood crumbling underneath her powerful fist. Oh! How delightful. I do so love the rage of the Tao. Refusing to be further taunted, the Tao approaches the door where the phase spider is currently sitting at.
Oh Lord, he coming!
Should we all duck out of the way then? Yes.
She's just gonna like hang back by the puddle of muddy water.
Go, shoot, make yourself scarce. Don't worry, we won't sell you out. Not yet, at least. Shut up.
The Tao throws open the door, slams it shut behind her. A significant amount of dust further falls on this phase spider, now completely masking it from view. She stomps down the hallway. All of the mephits give her a toothy smile.
Greetings, oh powerful one.
Do not address me. The Tao snarls and moves to the southern door. They all clear their throats and look at each other. Throws open the door to the south, and equally agitated, slams it shut behind her. The mephit waits for a moment and flutters back up to the hallway.
Your Tao friend has left. Coast's clear. You can come out now.
Excellent.
She seemed in quite a mood. I don't think the talks went very well. What do you expect? The demons just want more. The Tao, well, now they're getting a taste of their own medicine, Honestly, it's a little bit refreshing to see. The Tao have been enslaving the Pech for millennia. Now they're just getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine, serving a higher power. Higher than even the great Khan himself. You say high, I say low. The Nine Hells are, well, aren't they directly underneath us.
Is the Great Khan aware that she was here? Is she here on his behalf?
Doubtful. These corrupted Tao work both for the Great Khan in procuring their ore and skimming a little bit off the top in service for, well, the Nine Hells. They have to be covert. The Great Khan wants nothing to do with the demons. They vex him so and prevent him from accessing the furnaces. The furnaces belong to the Tao, as they have for many, many moons. Now that they are infested, the Tao are, well, more or less helpless. Perhaps they have been, simmering or lounging in their own laziness for too long. They have the Pech do everything for them.
Well, shall we kill ourselves a devil then? The first of many.
Yeah, she seems like kind of a jerk.
Was the little frog guy that we killed in the ice library not a demon or a devil?
He was.
He is.
Yeah, so second of many.
I meant of this particular, excursion.
Oh, here I go killing demons again.
Well, best of luck. Don't mind us. We're just going to hide here behind the ballistas.
Probably a good idea.
We're not cowards. We're just not foolish.
You're being smart. You're being smart.
And that's why no one will remember your name.
Eh.
There are actually 3 grand doors to this room, but you saw the corrupted Tao come out of the one to the north.
There's 3 doors here. I only see 1.
If you look down the hallway, there's
There,
2 more.
yeah, down the hallway.
Oh, down the hallway. Oh, okay.
Might be
I
smart.
thought this was the hallway. I thought this just ended. I thought it was like the end of a
be
corridor.
smart to spread out.
While the rest of us are approaching, I'm gonna have the face fighter try to sneak over to this pile of rubble.
Whereabouts is the mistress in there, Coslow? Is she near this northern door?
Looks like all 3 of them doors go in. At
Also-
least I see 3 doors. Well, the spider sees 3 doors from the other side. She's kind of straight down the path from the middle door, the one that's kind of to the right a little bit for us. But down to the
okay.
south a little bit. There's like a big fire in the middle. It's a pretty big room also. She's way down at the other end of it.
Is there anything else in the room with her?
Just a bunch of tables and chairs and a bunch of tiny little beds. I don't know what that's about. Some kegs, some pillars. There's a bunch of pillars around.
All right. Well,
Also, I didn't want to bring this up in front of the mephits, but why are there ballistas pointed at the door that the mistress is in?
they explained that it was to pin cushion anybody who the mistress wanted pin cushioned after the deal was made. That's what they said, anyway. So, if we're gonna go in guns blazing, we should probably prepare out here, right?
Yeah, it looks like we could go in all 3 doors also. If we wanted to split up a little bit.
Do we think that any of these doors might be booby trapped to avoid that?
Well, we know the northern one isn't, right? She just went in it. Or came out of it.
That is true.
Buddy.
Casa will run back over to the mephits.
Hey, are any of those doors booby trapped?
Booby trapped.
Okay.
He just leaves.
Oh, no, we are the booby trap. Yes, all roads lead to Mephit.
They
I can't
slap
decide
the
if I like
ballista.
that or not.
There's only two ways out. The south goes to the southern parts of the furnaces, which is certain death. And, well, we are the only other exit. Unless you're Dow. Then you must access the fresh dirt under. We're the booby trap. I don't think the doors have any sort of wards upon them.
Perfect. I'm gonna trust this method as face value. Based on the layout, I would assume if Grabella wants to get to her as quick as possible, you should probably go through the south door. Otherwise, you're gonna have to run around some stuff.
Bella, before you leave. Rain is going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Grabella.
Kozlo will think that making Ultra Grabella is a good idea. And I will cast haste.
Oh no.
I don't know how long I'll be able to maintain concentration on the spell, but it'll at least keep her from potentially dominating your mind or making you afraid.
While we're getting ready, Sea Swab is going to go ahead and cast. Choppy! I'm going to guess that. If I had to guess that a mistress in the plane of Earth would probably be metallic.
She's a devil.
Well, you know what? We're going to go with it anyway.
I mean, Metallic's probably still good. Like your usual Radiant, probably. That's usually safe.
Yeah,
Would
my
make the
chompy
most
avatar.
sense.
What the shit?
Chompy, you look different.
Let me
You
give.
look so two-dimensional.
I'm gonna give him a proper fucking token.
When did Chompy become a sneaky single color individual?
I'm placeholder.
Why is Chompy a sneaky white guy?
Look how they've massacred my boy! Chompy may have made a pit
My
stop
son-
in Los Angeles.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
That poison resistance from the, I'm gonna stop there, never mind.
Actually, Rain and her simulacrum will swap. Are you going through the middle door, Grabella?
I think I was told to go through this one. I was just
Okay.
you all were
Yeah,
whipping
that
me on
one.
the
That's
face.
that'll give you the straightest path.
But
if I want the gay path, it's Pride Month.
Then go through whatever door you like, sweetie.
Front door, back door, it's all okay in Pride Month.
Arcana Los Dos.
I'm learning things about Grabella's anatomy right now.
They have so many doors.
If she stops throwing out spells, our squishy boys, stay close to my clone. She'll protect you.
Okay.
While
All
you're
right,
just
stay next to the
checking.
Mom-ulacrum.
Yes.
Let me just make sure this wand's loaded. Wangdoodle's checking the runes to make sure that there's 10 fireballs ready to go.
Locked and
Nope.
loaded.
Count us down when you're ready to go, Grabella.
47, 46, 45.
Ready, check.
Let's go.
All right. As she says that, Rain is going to activate Blade Song.
Alright, Grabella, you throw open the door and you see said Erinyes lounging on her throne, currently looking at her fingernails as she has removed one of the gauntlets on her hand, and looks at him, and turns her hand over and glances lazily down to the southern door, quirking an eyebrow, as this is a little bit unconventional. People use the southern door. She sits up straight, her armor making a terrible din against the stone throne that she is currently sitting on. She stands up straight, seeing Grabella's enraged face as she throws open the door and draws the jet black longsword that is at her hip. Who are you? I wasn't expecting additional meetings.
That's Microsoft Teams for you. They just don't show up.
Mephit teams.
This is your
Dang it,
final
of course
chance
we use
to
the service door.
respond. Before I put this sword into your throat, who are you? And what do you want? Have you come here to barter?
Oh, hell no.
Does it fucking look like we came to barter?
Stop right there.
I'm the only one that's opened the door. There's no we.
She
You have
points
to
the
open
sword. One more step, and it will be the last you take.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What is your name, and what is your purpose here? I said, stop.
I said, good luck. Let's go.
You said one more step and you're gonna do something. I took a step, you didn't do shit.
All right. I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative.
So excited. Here we go.
A standard big fight dog shit initiative roll.
Oh god, the dice is on my button.
Classic.
Also, I would like the DM to roll between me and Grabella over who the NPC attacks first, because I feel like if given free will, you're going to attack me first.
I was about to be like, you're not even in the room, C-Swab, but you went into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said take one more step, and I was like, fuck it, I'll take a step. Fucking...
You dare. I don't know who you are or why you're here, but I smell the sickly, sweet smell of a altered soul. The forges do hunger. Oslo, you're up.
All right. Kozlo will just step away from the door a little bit just to give others a chance to move in.
Friends. Oh, look at what we have here. Is
No,
this
no,
an
no,
offering?
Not your friends. Not your friends. Our friends.
I see you're not here to bend the knee to the nine hells.
Do we want to make an attempt to bargain, or is this just strictly guns blazing?
Nah. We
No,
already
we
said we didn't
want to make an
bargain.
attempt. There's not even a like.
No.
We,
No.
okay.
It's a devil.
There's-
Hell no.
There's a
Okay.
0% chance that any bargain we would want to make is even valid.
While she is presumably distracted by people throwing the doors open, Phase Spider is going to move a little bit closer.
Okay.
Kozlo will step in.
Ding dong, motherfucker!
We're pulling out the Azrael special.
How rude. You didn't make an appointment.
Give her the dongers.
Giving her the dong. This will be radiant damage because she is presumably at full health.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh wait, why does that? Is that description? Is it always necrotic damage?
Toll the Dead is always necrotic damage.
Oh.
Mhm.
It goes to a D12 though if they are damaged.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That right.
I thought it was smaller. Whatever, we'll do it anyway.
It's still usually pretty fucking good. So.
It's just necrotic damage, which I'm not sure will work on the devil, but we'll find out. Now's a good time to know.
Yo, why do those dice look like fucking misfits?
She rolls with advantage against the magical effect. You find out that she has magic resistance. However, she rolls a 6 and a 7, failing the DC 18 wisdom save and taking 11 necrotic damage. You see, she lifts her hand to her face and kind of pulls it away, and a little bit of dry skin is left on her gauntlet. You mar perfection.
Don't talk so sweet about yourself.
Oh, darling, I'm the sweetest thing you'll ever see.
Nah, I met some hobgoblins. It's way better. Wait, did I say that?
Good lord.
Cannon will attempt to force blast.
Oslo's got a type and she ain't it.
The force,
Get up.
the
Come on,
cannon,
get down with the
peeking
thickness.
through the door, force blasts her against the throne. She does not get knocked back, as she's currently against the wall. However, her legs go flying up in the air, almost comically. Ah! She stands up on the throne and dusts herself off. Oh, now you've gone and made me mad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come back out here now.
Run, little goblin. I'll get you soon enough.
Good luck, Sea Swamp.
You little fucking rat.
Oslo, does that end your round?
Let's see if we can somehow manage an insight roll.
That's why you'll never be a plus 12 keyer.
Okay, yes, that ends my round.
Classic. Next up, the Arinyes. Putting her gauntlet back on her hand, she dusts off her chest slightly after the force blast has knocked her back into the back end of the stone throne that she is currently sitting on. My dear, she addresses Grabella. I'm going to have to deal with you later. Your little friend has wounded me and has marred my perfection. Come here, little goblin. Beating her wings, she begins to fly into the air. Actually, she's gonna move. Crouching down just momentarily on the throne, she launches herself in Kozlo's direction. Oh, measure this real quick.
It's not Kozlo's direction anymore. It's now my direction.
You got this, buddy.
She glides across the room with unnatural speed. Here, goblin. I don't know why you're here. And I'm a little curious. But you've made a terrible first impression. One moment. She pulls the rope from her hip. I see you.
No, you don't.
Come here. Let's talk.
Nope. No, I like it over here.
She throws the rope, at least one end of the rope, and the end, snake-like, wiggles through the air and unravels towards Kozlo's direction. It attempts to bind him, trying to wrap around his tiny form. She wraps the other end around her gauntlet, ready to pull Kozlo back into the room. Yeah, goblin. One moment. Kozlo, make me a DC 16 strength save, please.
Okay.
Damn, son.
You duck quickly and shake off the rope that was trying to tangle around you. I knew your kind was slippery. Don't worry. We'll get you soon enough.
It's just my natural sheen.
Is that your horny layer?
Hmm.
It's a real thing. Look it up.
If that's the case, then Kozlo has a perpetual horny layer.
Yeah. That's why you're not supposed to shower like more than once a day. Because you burn away your horny layer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have questions.
It's a real thing. Look
but
it up.
I don't want to ask them.
I just Google it. It's fine.
Oh,
Safe search off. Google it.
you've brought friends. While I do love your dusk-colored wings, I'm afraid your friend has greatly offended me, and someone has to suffer. Outlog broken, so. Rolling?
Chat log's broken?
I had to scroll down. The chat log is actually fine. It was just, for some reason, stuck in the middle.
Oh, the like spell. Yeah, it seemed like the really big one that went out earlier. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, it was actually Chompy. When that one went in, it was like, this is too big to scroll, and then it forgot to keep scrolling.
C-Swab, make me a DC 16 strength save.
Nope.
You do not make it. C-Swab, you are currently restrained.
Oh no.
Like, he asked for this.
I don't know why it, Oh, you make your con save on Chompy, so you do not lose your chompiness. However, you are currently suffering the effects of restrained.
You got this, buddy.
Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage. And you have disadvantage on dex saves. The rope wraps tightly around you. A bit of the rope wraps around your neck. Squeezes the air from your lungs. Aha. That's more like it.
Sorry, I know C-Swab's squishy, but there's no way that 20 damage is over half of your life.
I have 84 HP.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, I don't know why. It applied twice for some reason. Let me...
Yeah, that's why I was raising it as a concern, because I'm like, there's no way C-Swab's almost already dead from a very modest hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 84 hit points.
Sorry,
I know you're
apparently
squished, but you're
applied
not that
twice.
squished.
Alright, C-Swab, you are currently restrained, as the blue rope that the Erinyes is wielding is now slithered around your body and your neck. You cannot move. You are wrapped up ever so tightly. Care to rethink your rudeness? I'll give you one last chance.
I'll give you one last chance.
You say, guck, you can barely breathe, sir.
I'll give you one last chance. Let me go. Let me go. You're definitely quick, I promise.
She laughs with devilish mirth. Rain, you're up.
Rain doesn't know what's going on in there. She saw Kozlo run away. She's hearing cackling from the other room, so I have to assume that C-Swab is getting eviscerated.
It's definitely C-Swab and not Grabella, the other one in the room.
Well, Rain can just barely see, like, Grabella's back, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop open the door.
The Erinyes is flying 10 feet in the air, just FYI.
Cool. Rain just beelines for her. Also, 10 feet in the air.
Are you flying?
Yeah.
With what ability? I just want to be sure.
Rain just flies now because of the Lucaris' scale.
Okay.
Full on fairy hover, bitches.
Okay. She has enough move to go 10 feet up and 20 feet in?
Very much so, yes.
Yeah.
We're at 40 feet right now of move.
The Erinyes is giggling to herself as she has wrapped the other end of the rope around her gauntlet and is tugging on Sea Swab's neck. I do love it when they struggle.
I think we'll just attack her. Yes.
One moment. That'll go through.
All right.
Huh? What's this? She glances behind her only to see the pointy end of mana flow.
Surprise!
You pierce through the armor that is jet black, and it makes a terrible screaming sound like souls in a drowning river. My beautiful armor!
Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
She looks down her nose at you. I don't know where you all came from, but you've made a terrible mistake in coming here.
Maybe.
You're about to have the ugliest possible funeral.
Oh, that one very low. That's a 2.
She swings her longsword as you attempt to stab her with the rapier again, and the sound of the two swords meeting, clang! She parries your attack. An incompetent
And-
strike.
I don't know, the first one seemed relatively effective. We will bonus action Mind Sliver her.
Okay, she has advantage on this save. She crits. It's not affected.
Okay.
What is this paltry, mind-affecting magic? You think I'm some susceptible mortal?
And then Rain's Simulacrum will come in
What? Two of you?
and do the exact same thing. Maybe? Yes, there we go. Like to use your reaction to counterspell? No. Oh, did Rain want to counterspell her Simulacrum? That what that was?
Possibly?
Did it actually roll?
Not sure. Go and roll it manually. Oh, there it goes.
There we
There it
go.
goes. She fails the save.
Yeah.
She clutches her head. Ah! Wasn't expecting the second one.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Wait, Mom-ulacrum is Spanish?
Sure. What is Spanish?
Como te gusta ellos manzanas, Erinyes?
Okay.
I think that vaguely means, how do you like those apples?
Okay. All right, Rain. The simulacrum
Ray
comes
of-
in hot.
We'll just Ray of Frost. We'll conserve the Simulacrum for right now. No, don't want to counterspell myself. So that just disrupts, actually, apparently.
That'll go through. The ray of frost hits the blackened armor and creates a visible snowflake pattern on the inside as she is chilled. She shudders slightly. I'm
And she's
afraid
slower.
the heat of the hells assists me. You will not have the same.
I mean, that's fine.
You notice she's resistant to cold damage.
But she's still chilly.
She's still chilled.
That's fine. And yeah, Rain's Simulacrum will just flip back out.
Cowards, come in and face me.
I'll insight check and wrap up Rain's turn.
Okay? ¿Por qué?
Nope. Carry on, my wayward sons.
Grabella, you're up. Although the Erinyes is flying 10 feet in the air, your your flail has reach.
Yeah, it does. Which means
You also have haste, which means you go fast.
yeah. I'm
God.
apparently still raging from before, but that's fine.
I think you have unending rage, so your rage just straight up doesn't end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that is right. I have to actively stop it. I forget this.
Always
Oh, that
mad.
means-
Angry all the time.
That means I can, bonus action this just in case I need it.
Oh, now we're all flying.
I think Grabella's
She's
gonna
not that
stay on the
special.
ground just because she can. But it's there if she needs it.
Hi.
If you get to the opposite side, you get advantage from Rain flanking.
The
If you can
opposite
get there.
side? So, like here?
No, to opposite
Opposite
of Rain. Right?
Opposite
Right
side
here.
of rain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I like the image that Grabella's just like fluttering around her like a hummingbird. Like, bzz.
What?
Because
What's
she can,
kind-
because she's fucking like hyperspeed right now.
The
yeah,
best
that was
part
like
is
a quarter of her like speed.
I can do. The best part is I can do 4 of these.
What kind of devil are you?
Did we get my radiant stuff shot back in? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So, boop. Oh, I miss.
She parries your attack. Pathetic.
Was that advantage?
Hmm.
Did you do that with the advantage from flanking?
No, she
no,
did
I did not.
You can roll again.
What add my data little?
Within 8. Wow, 8 plus 12. One moment. She will use a reaction to parry. Her AC now becomes significantly higher. And your attack misses.
You almost told us what her AC is.
I almost did. With a quick strike of her blade, she once again sends your flail careening off in the opposite direction.
One of these will hit. I've got 3 more. Does that one hit?
Let me check. That'll hit.
$27.
Oh my god! Although the first 2 hits go sailing off into the distance, the third one you bring down just straight on her shoulder that's holding the rope on Sea Swab. You hear the crunch of her blackened armor, and she winces visibly as the flail crunches into the armor. Ah! She's surprised at your insane strength.
Oh, she's gonna experience it a few more times, hopefully.
Let's see. You did. Wait, hold on. You've
22.
done 1 attack.
I've done
attacks.
2. I'm hasted.
Okay, you have 1 more attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit. Crunch, crunch. You just slam the flail into the same spot. The pauldron that she's wearing goes flying off, exposing her now smashed in shoulder, which is visibly bubbling with a black ichor.
Did the Divine Fury go in there, that first one?
I didn't see push it, so you'll have to. You can do it now.
Okay. Yeah.
Is the Divine Fury the fire damage? Because I think that did go.
No, it's not the fire damage.
Okay.
That's going to be 11 radiant from the first attack then.
Okay.
That hit.
Right, she takes the additional 11 radiant damage.
And that'll be it. No, the strike of the fire giants is a different thing. And that will end the turn.
Let me just double check everything here. Grabella, you do notice that at least the strike of the fire giants, as the fire bursts as you hit her shoulder, she does not seem to be affected by it.
Yeah,
Womp,
I'm not
womp.
surprised.
Kozlo grins for a second and then sad face.
Wang Doodle, you're up.
Good. Tell you what, first things first, we're gonna waddle this cannon in here. Yeah. There's good. We're gonna give myself a little line of sight here. Yeah, this is good. This is good.
What more of you?
And you know what? This will work. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to sidle over this way. All right. We are going to direct the cannons at the suspiciously. How high fantasy are these pauldrons? How many suburban neighborhoods can we put on these pauldrons?
At least
Just in terms of
two.
real estate.
Are we blood elf or
Okay.
are we orc shoulders right now?
We're definitely on the cusp of like orc male shoulders.
Great. Huge patch of exposed real estate. then.
Huge.
Cannons,
You-
go for the bubbles.
You could put an Amazon distribution center on there.
Ah, yes.
Jack's
More
surprised.
minions to exploit.
There's already one there. All right, and let's throw this unnamed vial of some kind of contents at her and see what happens.
Oh, miss.
Ah,
Just
Okay.
slaps it out of the air with her jet black blade. Enough!
I'm a mathlete, not an athlete.
What does that even mean?
It means take cover. Fire one.
What? Oh! That'll hit! $17
Alright.
damage. Do you want to push her back 5 feet?
I would love to push her back 5 feet.
Whoop, she goes
Great.
sailing through the air and now is on Rain's right side. She
Yeah,
flaps
fire
her
too.
wings and tries to get her bearings again. That'll hit. Oh, do you want to push her back 5 feet closer to the brazier?
Grabella is she still in punishment range, or should we just kind of not do that?
Do what for what? Sorry?
You know what? Yeah, let's push her towards the brazier. Why not? Let's do that.
Whoop. Her back is now wreathed in flame. She would be a very intimidating figure if it weren't for the fact that she's already lost a pauldron. And the necrotic damage initially has caused her face to bulge in various lesions.
Okay. You know what? Insight check. Why not? Where could this go wrong?
What would you like to know?
Already picked up some stuff. How healthy is she doing?
How healthy is she doing? Not very good, Tom.
Ooh,
Oh, she is going to be feeling that in the morning.
Right you are, Tom.
And over to C-Swab with the weather.
C-Swab, you're up.
Looks like a winter storm is going to be moving in here pretty shortly.
C-Swab, you are currently restrained. You cannot move.
I mean, do I need to be able to move to shoot her in the face?
Absolutely not, Tom.
I mean, guys, I thought she was gonna have more HP than this. I'm kind of a little disappointed. Not gonna lie.
Turns out she forgot to tangle your finger guns.
20 will hit.
Don't you? I'll drag you to the 9 hells with me.
Shut up! Just blast her in the face. It's like throwing like a baseball in her face.
She starts pulling on the rope, trying to reel you in.
I won't go back alone.
And then I'm definitely going to twin spell that and hit her again. Where's my meta magic at? There it is. Nope, I will not hit her again.
That one it hits her armor and dissipates into nothingness.
9 hells is stronger than you could ever comprehend.
I mean, you're the one about to die right now.
Death? No. Merely a setback.
Setback pretty far, it looks like.
Tail toss.
C-Swab, does that end your round? You cannot move.
It does.
Okay. Top of the round. Round 2. Kozlo, you're up.
We're just gonna ring the bell again, I think.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ding dong!
Who is it?
Kozlo Greenfinger at your service.
I'll kill you, Kozlo Greenfinger. Banish me if you will, but you'll see me again.
How do I make this be D12s? It says it's D8, and I don't think I can change that.
Is there an other button?
No.
It should. All the previous Toll the Deads that we've used just know it.
Yeah, it might actually just do it.
It did not.
It did not. Okay.
One of those dice looks so sick, though.
They do look pretty cool.
Necrotic damage, yo.
She fails the save, and even with I would allow you to re-roll the damage. However, as the sound of the bells echoes through the rather empty throne room, the Erinyes, wreathed in flame, holds her hands to her ears and begins to shriek. Oh, no! I can hear them. The call of the hells.
I will return. You have greater horrors to see later.
Probably.
Her armor begins to become dust, and it falls into the ever-consuming flame of the brazier. Her sword, her wings, everything burns immediately, crumbling into ash. And soon enough, there is nothing left of the abnormally cocky, winged demon. C-Swab, the rope disappears from your neck. You are no longer restrained. You can breathe again. There's nothing left of the Erinyes. Not even a shred of coin left in the wake. Just the burning brazier, the burning bones.
Kozlo will step in the door, give C-Suave a big cheeky thumbs up, and keep walking.
She's just gonna flip off Kozlo.
The throne room now looks rather empty.
Rain's gonna check out the throne and see if there's anything lurking or mechanical with it.
Make
She's
me
going to
an-
investigate these like tables and stuff.
Make me an investigation check, Rain.
Phase Spider will climb back into Kozlo's bag.
You know, with the way that went, maybe we could have done just, both of them at the same time.
Oh, we
Rain,
definitely could have.
the throne was once intricately carved with runes and markings of the Tao that work at the furnaces, but they have been crudely chipped away. Presumably from boredom from the Erinyes' jet black blade. Now all that's left is, well, this defaced throne, and nothing hidden about it.
I'll be honest, I'm actually a little bit disappointed.
Grabella, as you are standing next to the casks, they are pointedly empty and roll very easily with just a slight nudge of your powerful frame. Swab, what are you doing?
I'm not looking at these like tables and like beds over here to see if anything is like noticeable.
Make me an investigation check. There are a lot of drag marks on the floor. These beds have been placed in here. You think that once there have been more Pech within the furnace, and the overflow has ended up here. But now these beds are covered in a very thick layer of dust and spider webs. It's not caused by the phase spider. Their long disuse tells you that maybe the Pech's numbers are thinning.
Thinning like they're killing too many of them, or like
Yeah, if there were a lot of Pech working the furnaces before, enough to warrant using this chamber as a spare bedroom or staging ground for the Pech. And now, well, these beds are long disused, and you put two and two together, and Pech are probably dying just due to the fact that they've been put under such terrible circumstances with their enslavement. AKA, they've been overworked. They're losing Pech. And they're dying with their efforts.
well, that goes with what we heard the Tao say, which was, or what she started the Tao with, which was they would bring the hells to the city or to the city of jewels, and take what they wanted, because the Tao said that they couldn't meet the like quota or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So. Huh. On the upside, there might not be that many Pech we have to free.
How's that an upside?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, should we go let the Pech know the good news?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna head down this hallway, see if anything. Is this just a dead end?
C-Swab, you go down the hallway. It is a dead end in a sense. The hallway ends into a massive drop-off. It is a cliff, a cavernous hole. As you look down into the darkness, you think you see eyes looking back at you from the depths. It is too dark to truly see anything. You have insane range and dark vision. As you peer around the corner, you see the southern part of the furnaces. This must be the chasm that the Pech were talking about. But you don't, at least from your vantage point, you don't see a bridge. Just across the deep and dark chasm, you see thorny projections, pulsing pustules, and webs that you have a feeling aren't exactly made from spiders. The thing you do see on the other side of the cavern that might cause you to be taken aback slightly. The large open chamber that is on the other side of this hole. I think you see the form of Sita Shardheart sitting in a chair.
While that's going on, I'm gonna reach into the fire and take that sword.
I think I see Sita Shardheart over here.
Grabella, there is actually no sword left on her. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm going to have to remove that from the inventory.
Alright.
If I don't get to loot the bite and claw from the devil before, I guess. No sword for Grabella.
Yeah, when the Erinyes dies, she returns to the Nine Hells. And she leaves nothing behind.
Lame.
Seaswab, the state of the southern room causes you to recoil with revulsion. The pustules that you can see within your devil's sight, at least within the monocle, they're pulsing. As if they have a
Seaswab's gonna
life of
run
their
down the
own.
hallway. Run down the hallway right by Coslow, and right as he gets to Coslow, he's just gonna fucking throw up on the ground in front of him.
Gross!
Are you okay, Seaswab?
There's... Seaswab's like breathing after like getting like... After puking. There's like... I think it's Sita Shardheart. If you go to the end, you can see her throne room. But there's like... gross stuff all around.
The end of the hallway, you say?
Yeah.
Bella kind of tenses and just lets everybody else go first.
Oh. Holy shit.
Rain, you see the massive chasm and the eyes staring back at you. Depths. Across this massive gap, you too see the corruption on the the bottom west side of the room, and the pulsing corruption reminds you of blisters or pimples that pulse with life. The right side of the room, separated by a crumbling wall, appears to be another seemingly throne room. This one still light with the corruption. You see Sita Shardheart sitting in a chair on the west side of the room. She's having a discussion with some very curious looking creatures. The top of the room, the north chair, you think you see a Leonin. You get thoughts of Durion Stormbrace. This one is more tiger-like in appearance, with pristine white fur and mottled black spots and stripes. He is dressed in silks and finery, and looks ever so much like a royal or a merchant. To the side of this catfolk is a guard with a simple shield. and a curved scimitar. Both of the guards stand proudly, their backs towards you. They're wearing helmets with very pointy decorations on the top and veils on the side, and each of them look competent, their ability to protect whatever creature or noble merchant is in the center. On the east side of the room that you can is another catfolk or leonin. This one tiger-like in appearance. Tiger's head, orange fur, and black stripes complement his pristine silks and finery that he is wearing. They all look dapper and proper, not a shred of dirt or dust on them. Given the corruption of the room, it is honestly surprising. They all seem like they are in heated discussion, though you are too far away to hear anything.
Well, there's definitely some kind of confab going on over there. I don't like the look of those Leonin with Sita.
Rain, make me first a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely Leonin. It reminds you of the notes that you found in Razadul's room. He did have dealings in Feronia, but he didn't have dealings directly with the catfolk tribes there. They came later, after the fall of the Poison Regions.
He also talked bad shit about them, if I recall.
He did.
Well, shall we? Unless we want to try and bridge this gap this way, the hard way, I think we'll get around to that side.
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea. I mean, we could apparently all fly, but probably a bad idea.
You just hear Grappella grumble.
Technically, we've all always been able to fly. Just got to turn some people into big birds. So all the doors to the west are the Pech, I suppose. So we don't go through this door quite yet if we want to actually rescue all the Pech, get them out of here. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
At the very least, they can take shelter outside of the furnace with the Elder Stone Seer?
Something like that.
Yeah.
The Elder Stone something.
Yeah, the stone guy. Elder Stone Man.
And this John Stoneman.
And his name is John Stoneman.
Or the New Hampshire Stoneman.
Do I need to pull Chompy with me, or?
You do if you want him around.
Alright.
Gonna pop open this door. Just in case there are horrifying things behind it. Does everybody want to...
It won't let me move him. It won't let me move Chompy through these ballistas.
Oh, Chompy too fat!
Oh, poor Chompy.
Change his rotation to rotate.
Oh, I lost visibility on.
You can leave him there if you want.
Oh, okay.
Rain, what are you doing?
Well, Rain is going to open this door. I hope everybody's generally nearby. I see Wang Doodle and Grabella. Okay, there's Swab. Seems good. Rain is gonna, open this door. Oh, it's locked. Oh, no, it's not. Psych.
The room is surprisingly empty, except for a map on the center table.
Rain will study the map.
It looks like it is a map to the City of Jewels.
To the City of Jewels from here, or just of the city?
From here.
Okay.
The Erinyes was most likely not lying about her promise to march the armies of the Nine Hells to the City of Jewels.
Rain will roll that up. That might be helpful later.
Okay. You place it in your inventory.
There's another door in here.
This room is empty. There are a couple
Ooh.
very rough-looking chests in the room. One here,
Yeah,
here.
Rain will pop them open, see if there's anything inside.
Nothing but spiders and dust.
Oh, devils are really rough on the loot, guys. Just keep all the cool stuff, take it with them. Alright, next door, yes. You all ready?
Sure. Let's go.
Am I supposed to be using the key every time?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see.
Rain pulls out a giant key ring of unlabeled
Just
keys.
20 keys on.
Like no shit. Like Rain does have just like she's already dumped half of them in the stash.
Who even knows what door this goes to anymore? Does that door even exist?
So I click the thing. Nope, still locked.
Did you do the K?
Yep. Furnace key going in. Use key. Key used. Does nothing.
Alright. I'm gonna have
Okay.
to bug test these doors.
4K.
4K. Inside on ramshackle, filthy beds are rows and rows of Pech. Most of them huddled up on the beds, their knees drawn up to their chest, and their chin resting on their knees. They glance up with exhaustion as you enter the room. But some of them begin to stir as they realize you are not the mistress.
Rain does the Luke Skywalker, we're here to rescue you bit.
Are you?
I'm Rain Silversong, and this is Grabella and Wangdoodle, and I think Kozla's back there somewhere, and there's probably Seaswab around the corner. We're actually here to rescue you. We came with the Elder Stone Seer. Stone Seer. He's a Stone Seer now. That's what we're going with, guys.
He is the eldest Peck.
That we've met so far.
But
He is outside the furnace. The mistress is dead. You're free to go.
the mistress is dead.
Quite dead. Honestly, it was a little bit of a letdown, that whole fight, if I'm being honest. I expected a lot more.
One of the Peck places his hand on the Peck nearby's chest.
Don't listen to the devil's trick, trying to see if we will leave. If we leave,
Oh.
we're to be punished severely.
No. Check your marks. You have marks, right? She placed brands on you?
Carved them
Check them.
into the flesh she has.
Right, check them. See if they're still powered.
He touches the back of the neck.
I have no such ability to know if they are powered or not. The wound still stings.
Well, I mean, I could tell you whether they're powered or not, but you wouldn't believe me.
Why would I? Mistress has fooled us many times before, given us hope, a glimmer. Our failure to escape amuses.
It's very sad. I feel very sorry for you.
You'll not be fooled again. You're on our last legs.
So you choose instead to just die here?
He narrows his.
Are you being so? Gives me more reason to believe that are merely another one of the mistress' foul jokes. Either prove to me that the mistress is dead, or leave.
Rain, well, it's this one, right? The Stone Master?
Mm-hmm.
I came here to liberate this furnace from the demons. And to free all of you at the Elder Stone Seer's request.
And why would you?
Well, it's something of a thing that we do. We are at war with Tiamat and her minions. That is who, ultimately, this place belongs to, is it not?
Look at each other in turn.
There's so much you do not know.
I'm sure there is. But I don't have the time to sit here and convince you. If you want to leave, you are free to do so. I hope that any of you who still have hope left are able to kindle that for yourselves. You'll leave, you'll find the Elder Stone Seer outside. He will take you somewhere safe. If you're not, then I'm afraid that you're already dead. And I was too late.
One of the Pech, who is nearest to the door, scrambles to his feet in a burst of energy and pushes himself out the door. He shoves past Wang Doodle.
No! I won't be tricked again! I won't be tricked again!
He begins to run feverishly towards the exit. He throws open the door.
Ah! The mephits!
Okay. Me? You? Them?
Raid shouts down the hall, "Let them pass!"
Mephits! Them listening! The mephits are listening! They're not spies!
Yeah, what kind of buddies with the mephits?
They're no longer spies for the mistress! Perhaps she speaks the truth!
Rain, make me a persuasion check. With advantage. 'Cause you are actually. Stone Master blinks and on shaky legs gets to his feet.
These Pech are, perhaps, save the young one out of hope. If you are lying, they'll give in to their despair, turn to the earth.
He gives you a
Don't
very
lean open.
steady look.
Allow us to pass. Quickly! Quickly, Stone Master!
Business takes us south to deal with the rest of the demons who have invaded this place.
To death, then.
You should... We'll see. Hasn't stopped us so far. But I recommend you all take the time as the advantage that we've given you and get as far from this place as you can.
He looks between the party and gives Grabella a couple of glances, since Grabella is wearing her golden dragon mask. Anything.
Kind of steps out of the way.
Actually, Rain will go around and unlock all the doors. Because we might still need that key later. Are all these doors filled with Pech?
Yes. Many wounded, whipped and branded, overworked and exhausted. Quickly, look! Look! Mephits! They're not rushing to tell the mistress our secrets.
Hey, that one worked.
Hooray.
Hooray. You just made too many doors.
Apparently.
Huh?
You're all free to go. The mistress is dead.
I'm happy.
Exhausted, but jubilant, they waste no time dashing down the hallway, and soon enough the hall is filled with Pech. They're all clamoring outside of the room with the mephits, who are gesturing them past the ballistas.
Back away from the ballista.
No, surely they're not lying. Look, they're not firing upon me. Whee! Pech screaming down the hallway. Freedom! And soon enough, the rest of the Pech in the first room all leave. And the room empties out, leaving only dust and imprints of heavy Pech rears behind. Piles and piles of empty crates are in this room. Most likely to transport the ore the Pech have mined. You tell them
Same
the
deal.
same,
Mm-hmm.
and the Pech all file out.
Before you leave, what's behind this door? Is there more Pech in here?
No, just a hallway. Just watch out for the cavern. The crevasse.
Oh, okay. We'll not do that one then.
The dark sings with the songs of the devils.
This one also wasn't working with the key, and I don't know if it's supposed to or not. Oh,
There was a Pech in here.
oh, okay.
He scrambles out as soon as you open the door. Freedom!
Freedom!
And soon enough, the Pech all leave to open the doors. Okay, all right.
I feel like, am I
I-
locking him on you?
I'm unlocking because I wasn't sure if they were.
Oh, okay.
And I think
So
you're
I've just
locking
been-
it again. I'm like, unlock,
Incredible.
damn it.
Okay, I will stop using the key.
Yeah, you just tell me if you want to open the door. This
Oh.
was once a room. Now it is a part of the canyon.
All right, we're gonna close that door.
No longer a room.
We'll leave doors open that seem to be safe, and we'll close doors that seem to not be. Oh, here's one. Yada yada, go on, you're safe. Run along. Anyone here? Yep, there you are.
Give
Go on
them-
out past the ballistas and the mephits.
You give them the same speech. They leave. The Stone Master, all that remains.
Oh, it's this homie, the first one we saw. Mistress is dead now. You're good. Pew pew,
Oh.
finger guns.
Thank you. Blessed are the gems of the earth.
Alright, did I miss anyone?
No, not from the northern parts of the furnaces.
So we should continue to look out for more deeper in.
If they are still Pech.
Fair enough.
Some of them have been taken down to the southern parts of the furnaces. They have come back twisted, pustulent, warped. They could no longer be kept aside the rest of them. Some of them became hungry. They attempted to eat their friends, their brothers, their cousins. I will never forget the sound of pecked tooth upon stony flesh. The sound will remain with me for the rest of my days.
Is there any hope for them, or is the only mercy to put them down?
He shakes his head. Not know. Some reason, perhaps the proximity of the demons, we have been cut off from our resonance with the earth. The Pech in great numbers are capable of fascinating things, something we could not muster here in the furnaces. Perhaps we will gain that strength back in all due time, away from the corruption of the earth.
Well, do give the Elder our regards, and let him know that we have gone further in. And hopefully we see you soon. If not, definitely don't wait up for us. We'll find our own way.
He walks
You
out.
can go your own way, go your own way.
All right, I think that's everyone we can rescue relatively easily.
Oh yeah, almost
Shall
forgot.
we
Hold on.
mosey?
Hey, you mephits,
Yeah?
Mistress is dead. If you wanted anything in that throne room, knock yourself out.
Ah, yippee! I want to roll around in the dust. Oh yes, that sounds fun. That sounds great. I bet his bedroom hasn't been cleaned in years. Oh, it's filthy. Oh, look, there's a brazier here. Oh, is it making such a delightful soot? Let's play in the soot.
I don't know which methods I find more slightly unsettling. Nightmare methods or dust methods?
I mean, nightmare mephits are just nightmares. Dust mephits are just disgusting.
Is this the dust of the devil? Let's roll in it. Mmm.
You can hear them groaning, perhaps a little too into it.
They are.
That sounded way too excited for something simple.
Ah, yes, dust of the mistress.
Rain will just close the door behind them.
Give him some privacy.
Did we accidentally, in the course of creating this power vacuum, create just a kink dungeon down here for these mephits?
I think that is what we agreed when we offered to give them, or when we agreed to give them the bellow. Yes.
Okay, that's my fault. I was not listening too carefully to the fine details. Okay,
No, it's fine. It happens. You know, these things happen.
I don't want to sit here and say that it's a problem. You know, maybe if this is what works for them, then you know.
We don't kink shame in this group.
No, it's totally
As you hear
I'm just so
moaning
glad
from the
that
other
door
room.
locked.
No, we don't. I shut those doors.
Please.
All right, are we ready
Is
to
dust
open this door?
flammable? You just remind me. Is dust flammable?
Kozlo did figure out that they are, they take double damage from fire.
Yeah. But we fireball we blue fireballed him by parlaying with the mephits instead of letting him just burn them all. Oh, y'all just gonna stand there in the hallway?
Are we going across the chasm, or are we going
We
around?
are. Well, we're gonna take the bridge. The bridge right here, Seaswab.
Oh.
With horrifying, what did they say? Earth elemental myrmidons or something? So be prepared for a fight once we open this door.
Alright, ring. Trapper!
Alright, everybody ready?
Yeah.
I think so.
Rebecca, would you like to do the honors?
Who? Me?
I think the haste would have worn off by now, by the way, because it only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
You can
Is it
right
still
click your concentration off. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I can turn it off.
Yeah.
Grabella, in the large room that is full of rubble, you see 6 earth elemental myrmidons. These are earth elementals that are encased in metal, serving as makeshift armor. More powerful, normal earth elementals are usually guardians or sentries of important things to the Tao. Though this room is so dilapidated, half of the roof is caved in places, and you swear you see streaks of blood that have been dragged down in the chasm below. You see the bridge that the Pech have mentioned to the south. It is being guarded by 2 additional earth elemental myrmidons. Your dark vision only goes so far, but lit at the very opposite end of the bridge, see the sickly corruption, the pulsating pustules that seem to be formed from the earth itself, the curling claws that have sprouted from nothing, like invasive plants, and webbing that is flesh color, up the white like spiders. I have a feeling that is not spider web at all, perhaps sinew or flesh cut, used in disgusting and entrapping patterns.
Do we think there's any hope in releasing these earth elementals, since they are not, strictly speaking, demonic? I don't speak.
Don't speak
Go
what?
ahead, Swab. I don't speak earth elemental, but
What do earth elementals speak?
like primordial or something, maybe.
They speak
I
Terran.
speak. Son of a bitch, man! I speak primordial.
Isn't primordial just like literally the root language of all of them?
You could attempt to communicate.
Alrighty, Seaswab will make an attempt.
As you step onto the dirt, immediately
Fuck.
all of the
Don't know why you
heads
did that.
of the earth elemental myrmidons turn to look at you, and they lift their large stony hammers. Dust falls off it, great waves. You hear one word emanate from all of them at the same time. Halt.
In primordial, I'm like, I'm halted.
Turn back. You are not welcome here.
We would like. He's gonna look back at Ray. What do I say? What should I tell him?
You can let
State
them know
your
the
name.
mistress is dead, and they're free to go, return to the earth.
Your
Or something, I
mistress.
don't know.
Your mistress is dead. You're free to return to your home, to the earth. We can get you guys some nice soil or something. I don't know, whatever you want.
That one is not master. You may not pass.
Please?
No. Turn back.
I like the heartfelt please.
The answer is always no until you ask. Does it cost something to cross? How are we allowed to cross? I would like to cross without breaking the rules.
The earth elementals are quiet for as if they are conversing with something that you can. After a moment, one speaks. If you wish to pass, you must pay a price.
All right, now we're talking. Pay to play. How much?
1 coin per soul.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. Gabella, do you technically have a soul?
Yes. She has a couple, I think.
Oh, fuck, that doesn't help. That makes it more expensive.
Yeah, Grabelle has like 1.5 souls, I think.
Can to the Earth Elementals, if we have half of a soul, can we round that down to an even 5?
Oh my god.
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Why do I feel like there's no... Oh my gosh, alright. Oh, that was with advantage, I meant disadvantage.
1 coin.
Oh, that's advantage, fuck.
But
I pressed Alt and I pressed Control, none of these are disadvantage.
It looks
Whatever,
like something rolled, maybe, right?
the second one was fine. That was just
Yeah, the second one. The one with the 5 is fine, the one with the 20 is not fine, okay.
Oh, you didn't roll 20 in any of those. What you're talking about.
Oh, it's 10.
Close. 1 coin, 1 soul.
How many coins do we have, C-Swab?
5?
Oh, that's fine. That covers us.
Well, alright, yeah, so, okay. 1 coin, 1 soul, which means... I got you. Alright, here we go. Alright, who do I make payment to?
One of the myrmidons steps forward. Insert coin. He holds out a stony hand.
What are we at, the arcade?
Oh man, the urge. Hold on, do I have? Hold on a second. Okay, so C-Swab is gonna take one of his soul coins here that I have totally in my inventory. So he's gonna take one, but I'm totally going to real quick wrap it in silk rope.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's giving me a MIDI check to consume item. Sure, why not?
Fine.
And he's definitely gonna try and he's gonna tie it, but he's gonna hold the string, the bundle string in his hand with the coin in his fingertips, but the string like palmed in his hand, and he's gonna give it does Earth Elemental have a hand that he holds out, or is it a slot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was an either or
That's
question.
not a
You said
slot.
yes.
Sorry. He holds out his hand just palm up. He's waiting for you to place all the coins in his open palm.
Okay, so he's gonna put 1 coin in first for himself. This is for me. I want to make sure this is a good coin. Let him check it.
The myrmidon looks down at it. Payment accepted.
What does it do with the coin?
He just continues holding his palm up. You may
Okay,
pass.
so then as C-Swab reaches into his pocket to pull out the remaining soul coins, he is definitely going to try to do a sleight of hand with the other coins. So that he's only paying 1 coin for all 5 people.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Alrighty. 1 time, dealer. 1 time.
Don't forget you have what the fuck is it? Inspiration. I would probably suggest using it.
Okay. Well, we gotta roll first, because when this natural 20 hits, it's gonna be so nice. Here we go. Oh yeah, inspiration.
Okay. It's your inspiration. Oh.
The artificers want to help.
I was gonna say, would a flash of genius even help with this?
Do Flash of
know.
Genius stack?
One
Yeah,
moment.
because it's just a flat, like.
Well, first
plus.
he needs to beat the Myrmidon's perception check. So give it a moment, and then we can see if he fails. Then you can use your flash of genius.
Please!
For somebody who talks a lot of shit about always getting smashed by gigantic monsters, you do put yourself right in the way of gigantic monsters and give them a reason to smash you.
50-50, man. Everything's a 50-50.
Look, I respect it. I respect the play.
You will
Right
lose.
now!
You will lose by 1 unless you flash of genius.
I'm flashing.
11 plus 5 is 16, and it beats the perception check of the Myrmidon. So here's what happens. You take a soul coin, you place it in the Myrmidon's open palm. Okay? And you've got a little bit of that rope hanging on, right? Then, you take another soul coin, and as you put your hand over the coin, with your other hand you use the rope, pull the coin out of his palm, place the second coin on top. You tuck under a little flat pebble, just from all the debris that you found, to give the coin the appearance that the stack is growing. The Myrmidon glances down at the coin, and you take the opportunity to tug the first coin from the silk rope back into your pocket. And you do the same thing a third time. But this time you sleight of hand, you kind of take some of that rope, place it on the first one, place the third coin on top of it, pull the second coin out. Repeat this as the Myrmidon looks down and says, "Payment accepted. Payment accepted. Payment accepted. 5 souls may cross the bridge." You've only spent 1 coin. The last one, sadly, you cannot palm so easily. Perhaps you could have if you succeeded in your sleight of hand check a little bit higher. But instead of having 5 soul coins, I'm going to dig in your inventory and change it to 4.
Thiefswap's not just a sorcerer, he's also a master of close-up magic.
5 souls may pass.
Hell yeah. Shabby doesn't have a soul, neither do the cannons.
That is correct.
Neither does Rain's simulacrum.
That is also correct.
Check out these nerds with souls.
God, thank God Azrael wasn't here. I wouldn't have had enough coins.
You would have had to write a check for Azrael, I think.
The bridge, long and rickety, spans this incredibly deep chasm. The eyes feel like you're being watched as you approach the bridge. Looks like this hasn't been used in a millennia. The wood is rotted, dry, dusty, and cracked. And the ropes that are on the side is used as handrails, barely serviceable. Proceed.
Well, they didn't exactly promise safe passage, I guess.
Okay, we go.
We do it live?
Okay, we do it live.
The bridge creaks underneath your feet. For a moment you glance down into the eyes, see them blinking back at you. You have the distinct feeling you're being watched.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Swab, as you get closer to the other side of the bridge, it's not necessarily the pulsating pustules that gets you. It's stench. It's foul, like rotting meat in a hot, festering fridge that has been left unopened years. The pustules are moist. And look like they are
Fatal.
swollen enough to burst. As you get closer, these spider webs are certainly not webs, but your fears come alive. They are sinew, probably taken from bodies. There are two horrific creatures sitting on the other side of the bridge, guarding a door. You're not sure what they were at one point. What flesh you can see. Rocky, chiseled. They are covered in makeshift armor. It looks like it's been fused to their flesh. A head looks like a child's head. Is perfectly formed, top of their body. But it's at such an angle, like, you know how there's the neck and then the head is on top of that. It looks like there's no neck here, and that the metallic child's head has been fused to the armor in, without a neck to be seen. Each of them hold halberds, and they do not blink, but you feel their eyes on you as you cross to the other side of the bridge. Make me a perception check, Swab. You get closer, you can hear them breathing, wet and choked. An asthmatic person gasping for air. Breath comes in ragged, wet gasps. The first part of their movement seems to be crossing their halberds in front of the door as you step onto the other side of the platform. All that comes out is a choked gurgle.
Hello? Don't suppose you speak common?
There's a tingle in the back of your head, Sea-Swab. And you hear a sickly, childish voice echoing in your brain.
Who are you?
They're speaking with telepathy.
You may not cross. You are not welcome here.
I just paid to cross from the Earth Elementals. I gave them soul coins.
They continue gurgling at you.
What is your business?
We would like to see. We want to just. We're gonna go kill Sita, but we want to pretend like we're gonna go see her, right?
I don't know that we want to tip her off, potentially, that she has visitors, but you're the one who's telepathizing with them. It's up to you. What shit? Oh, it's dragon off screen.
Yeah, it's Grabella not gonna break the bridge.
It flaps across.
All right. Let's see here. The mistress sent us here because something about the City of Jewels, Dow is fucking up. They just wanted us to have a little rundown. You know how it be.
Make me a persuasion check, please.
Fuck, man.
Good. No such thing.
You just heard it from me right now.
Your words, laced with perhaps other payment owed.
One of them
Sure, how much?
holds out a hand.
Coin.
Fucking, we're running back to fucking sleight of hand trick again. Okay, here we go.
Real quick, Christina, are these things elemental in nature, do they seem? Or do they actually... Are we into the demonic portion of the festivities?
Make me an insight check.
Insight or Arcana?
Insight.
Hey, that's actually one of the better insight checks.
You're not sure of their nature, but these might be the twisted Pech.
Coin. Precious payment.
How many more coins will I have to pay between here and the rest of the way? Because it seems like I'm getting the rundown from everybody I see for these coins here.
Coins are currency. Coins are power. Give.
One coin for all of us.
Yes. One coin.
Seaswab will toss them one coin.
Oh, hang on, C-Swab, we should make sure when we say all of us, that includes Kozlo, who's not crossed the bridge yet.
Oh yeah, he's just chilling back there.
Kozlo!
Lisa Nagaib!
Listen, this is a reservation for 4 with a potential 8 joining.
The 8 are like cannons and spiders and dragons, bonus dragons in addition to the existing dragon.
Yep.
Also, Rain's clone.
The Maragon on the right takes the coin.
Precious. Give.
Maragon on the left approaches the one on the right.
No. Give. No. I will kill you.
I think that's our cue to leave.
It's locked.
That escalated very quickly.
Oh, here. Rain will try the
Kill you.
key.
Eat your flesh.
The key works.
Oh, great.
Untold horrors inside. As the Maragon begin to argue amongst themselves, threatening to eat each other for possession of the coin.
Would you
Open
say
the
that
door
this
to the
is the darkest dungeon?
This is a very dark dungeon. More evidence of corruption can be seen inside. Parts of the floor like they are made of living flesh. That will have to wait for another day. As the session is over. And we will continue our delve into corrupted furnaces next week.
Give coin, I eat your flesh.
That is it for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this escapade, looks like these furnaces are far more corrupted than you would have initially thought. The Maragon, or the twisted Pech, now bound into eternal servitude, seek to consume themselves. You make your way quickly inside the hallway. But what other untold horrors await? We'll find out next week. That will be our last session before we are on break for a couple of weeks, and then we will return in July. But for now, you are all free to go! I hope you enjoyed the session. Back. See you all next Monday. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Sounds
Yeah.
Yeah.
boy.
All right, everybody.
Thanks for the session, y'all.
Have a good night, everybody.
Christina, make sure you are you gonna text me all
Yes.
your info?
Yeah, I'll text you that.
Okay. All right. Yep.
See ya.
See ya.
So yeah.
All right, everybody. That's it for Arctis today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to catch up on the VODs and all the lore, check us out on YouTube at ArctisDD. You can find hours and hours and hours of content, but make sure you like and subscribe. We are a small channel. Support is greatly appreciated. Check out our shorts and our funny moments over on Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Play Arctis. And I'm your DM, Zarina. Hey, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. Gothic Medic, what's up? Ask chat if they're a mimic. We're all mimics here. Etc. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed this session, but it's now going to get very dark. And a lot of body horror is going to come up. So the next session of Arctis will have a bit of a explicit content warning. Make sure you tune in. We'll be live next Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Maybe, just maybe, our heroes will clean out the corrupted furnaces. But for now, I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.